Big Boss Pachinko.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I don't like about mobile. But like I said, it just works really well. So I'm enjoying it. But I'm also playing for our episode when we finally get there. So
I actually fired up my Vita yesterday.
Whoa.
remote play.
No, I did it to download Super Meat Boy for free,
Super Meat
which
Boy.
I suggest you do, Will.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
No, you should definitely do
Super
that.
Meat Boy and Broken Age are free this month. You
Yeah.
should
Is this on-
download both of
This is
them.
on PS4.
Yeah, both. Yeah, they're cross-buy,
Cross-buy.
cross-save.
That's right.
Super Meat Boy. So, have you played Super Meat Boy?
No.
Oh, you should play it.
I'm
It's
going to.
So
I'm
good.
thinking about playing it on the Vita.
Yeah, it will work perfect for that. I've heard the music is not as good on the
Yeah,
PlayStation
the
versions.
music's not the same because of some licensing.
Yeah, which sucks. Sucks.
Well, I don't know the original, so whatever.
right. You have doesn't know anything to
Yeah,
compare to.
doesn't bother you, I guess.
No.
But that's all I played. Corey, we'll go with you next. What do you got?
Oh boy, I played a few things. What do you want me to start with? The new one?
Undertale.
Dust.
What, Dan? What's it gonna be?
Undertale.
All right, Undertale it is.
It's a new game.
don't care.
I want to hear about Undertale.
Dust.
I know Dust.
Been hearing a lot about it, and as far as I know, I've only purchased 2 games for myself this year. Mario
And I'll tell
Maker.
you what, Corey, I almost bought Undertale for you a couple days before that just for shits and giggles because I like you. And I saw you wanted it, and I wanted it too. And I was like, I'll just get it for Corey.
Well, you could have gotten it for yourself.
I
And I
know,
could've
but
just
I
played it.
wanted it to be a present for you.
Well, that was nice. That
Thanks
was
for
a nice,
sending me the $10.
nice sentiment.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot about it. Yeah, I was saying I bought Mario Maker and Undertale. I don't know what convinced me. It was only $10, but been hearing great things about it. I saw the headline somewhere that it is now the highest rated PC game ever,
On Metacritic, yeah.
ahead of Half-Life 2.
Yep.
which
Is it worthy of that?
I don't think so. I think it's a really good game, yes. And I think it's a really good game for like game makers and game critics. And I think it's a good game for the masses too, but I think those types of people will get the most out of it. And the best way to describe Undertale, it's a role-playing game. It's a lot like Earthbound and Adventure Time, like kind of combined, because it is very humorous, and a lot of the like characters and stuff remind me of the kind of weird stuff that goes on at Adventure Time. You play this human who wakes up in the monster world and is trying to get back to their home. And it does play on a lot of video game tropes. So, like, right off the bat, you meet this monster who you kind of consider your mom. And she's kind of explaining to you how the game works a little bit. And at one point, she actually, like, she's like, oh, here's a trap. Let me hold your hand through it. And she, like, grabs your hand and walks you through the trap. Which is, you know, we always talk about how the hand holding in video game, in tutorials especially, can get out of hand and stuff like that. And she, like, literally takes your hand and walks through. So there's a lot of, like, self-referential stuff like that in the game. One of my favorite bits of humor in the game, and I don't know why, I got a kick out of this. You get to the first village. It's called Snowden. Well, it's a snow biome.
I should buy this.
Yep, there you go. That's good enough reason right there. And let me tell you, the music to that village is one of the greatest video game songs I've ever heard.
Really?
I like it that much. It's so good. It
Nice.
sets the mood really well. But anyway, one of my favorite moments is you knock on the door and it does the little like knock 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 sound effect, and whoever's inside the little house says, "Ah, what a pleasant knock. I bet if I wonder if I wait if I'll hear it again." And you knock again, and then the person says, "Yeah, my patience rewards me." I don't know.
Nice.
I just thought that was so brilliant.
It's
I don't
cute.
know. It is really cute. With the music playing and everything, I was like, man, that was just an awesome little moment. But there's a lot more silly
Silly.
things and things that more people would find funny. And a lot of stuff I didn't discover. I did beat it.
Well done.
How
Yeah,
long of a play?
Probably about 6 hours.
I think I saw on your Steam thing it was like 7.5.
Okay.
It's a little long for me.
Well, I think I know I let it sit a couple times while I was making food and that kind of stuff. But yeah, probably about 6 hours. And I know I didn't see everything, and I know I didn't get the best ending. There's a lot of stuff to discover, like, early on in the game, there's a snowman that I talk to, and he's like, oh, I want to be spread out in the world. Take me somewhere else. So he gives you a piece of himself, and I'd never figured out what to do with that. I got to, like, the end of the game and never figured out what to do with the piece of snow. And actually, in the final boss battle, I ate the piece of snow, and it gave me full health.
Aw.
It was a
You ate
mistake. I
the-
thought I was eating something else. I think I was trying to eat astronaut food, and I accidentally clicked the piece of snowman, and I ate that, and it healed me. But another thing the game does is it does play like an Earthbound, and you go into your battles, and you can fight, but you can also do something called Act. And Act is different based on the enemy that you're fighting. It gives you a number of different options. So I was fighting these guys who are in suits of armor, and I was in like a lava biome. And one of the Act options was to polish. So I did the Act and polished one of the soldiers' armor, and because I polished it, it conducted heat a lot better, and he got so hot that he had to take his armor off. And if you yeah, it's very, very silly, and every monster has some sort of way that you can end the battle without actually having to fight them, by doing a certain series of these acts. And it'll give you hints if you check the enemy. It'll give you hints. It'll say like, oh, this character is feeling very flirty or something like that, and you can do like different things to kind of flirt with the enemy, so they
Love kisses.
yeah, that kind of stuff. But when they attack you, it's kind of like a bullet hell, where you're this little icon in the box, and you have to dodge their attacks. And it could be like little bullets that shoot at you that you dodge around, or it's like it's contextual. It's based on whatever their attack is. If an enemy's like swinging a sword at you, you can dodge the sword, and there's little elements within that, like if the thing that's attacking you is light blue, then if you don't move and let it go through you, it won't hurt you. But if it's white, you have to dodge it. If it's yellow, if you're moving through it, it won't hurt you. So it does really occupy you. It's not just a turn-based like attack. It's you're actively participating in the dodging and stuff like that. It's all based on timing and sort of twitchy gameplay, which is cool. Even when you attack, you have to there's a bar that if you time it just right, you'll do more damage. But yeah, the biggest thing with that game is really the humor and how it plays on some tropes that we've grown accustomed to. It's postmodern, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Nice. I've got to connect to your Steam account so I can play it. Our accounts got disconnected.
I feel like we do that every day.
No, it's
pain in
since
the
I
cock.
when I put in my solid state drive, I lost my access to your account, and I just never got it.
Beardless brings up the point in the chat that it encourages multiple playthroughs. It definitely does that, and kind of a spoiler, minor spoiler. From what I understand, is when you restart, some of the characters kind of hint at what you did in your previous playthrough.
Yeah, they kind of remember you. I've heard that.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
It does a lot of cool, weird stuff like that. I mean, it's the humor, and it's a place you want to spend a lot of time in. Like, if you go to a merchant and try and sell your stuff, they're like, I don't want to buy your junk. Like, well, of course
Nice.
not. Why would you? And the puzzles are really clever and fun, and yeah, it's just it's something that needs to be played.
Cool. I will play it then.
Definitely recommend it. We were going to do an episode on Undertale, but it's one of those things, like I said, you kind of just have to play it.
Not just that, but like a lot of talking about the game would probably spoil some of the cooler moments in it.
Yeah.
So
There's already people doing like comics and stuff like that. There's a not safe for work Undertale subreddit.
oh geez.
People are already posting pornographic Undertale inspired.
You know what the
content.
weirdest pornographic thing I saw was Splatoon.
Oh man.
Pornographic
Yeah.
Splatoon pictures.
I'm not surprised at that one, to be honest.
It's kind of strange.
I've just
That's-
never.
Yeah,
I looked. I did a search for Splatoon fan art because I had seen some really cool. I don't even know where, but I'd seen.
Dan,
some,
we know.
Dan.
It was no. It was. I think it might have been Kotaku had an article about some of the weird Splatoon fan art, and I googled it, and sure enough, some yeah. Just Google it. Find
Alright.
some crazy Splatoon.
I've just always wondered, how do you arrive at the conclusion that you need to make pornographic fan art for something you like?
It's everything too.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon has it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you finish playing Undertale and think to yourself, if I really want to
Are you looking at
experience this more,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Splatoon erotica.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
It's stupid.
Hey,
I don't-
I mean, I'm not gonna knock anybody. However they get their jollies.
Yeah, whatevs. You're not hurting anybody by drawing pictures of nudes inklings.
Or enjoying it by yourself. Or with
Yeah,
somebody
sure.
else, whatever your thing is. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's Undertale. I started playing Dust. It's a game that's been on my to-play list since it came out. Just never got around to it. Dan, I know you really enjoyed it. You did it for February this year, right?
Yep, Will enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Great. I didn't realize how good the art style is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, and it's
Plays really nice too.
yeah. Good actiony. I've probably played 30 minutes. I think I played after last week's podcast for like 30
Gotcha.
minutes, and then I went to bed or something like that. But yeah, playing more Dust, and also continued my playthrough of Dark Souls. I just rang the first bell. It's fun revisiting all that stuff because when I originally played through it, remember every little corner of that game, and it's just fun to go back to it. It's like going back to your high school or something. You still, even though you haven't thought about it in a decade, you still remember where everything is, and
Oh, I don't.
It's like riding a bike.
Whenever I think about school, I go into my happy place and just forget everything.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's another Dark Souls coming out soon.
I know.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna get through this. I'm using a walkthrough this time.
Yeah?
Which, I think is fair because I've almost beaten the game, so
Yeah.
playing through stuff I've already played through before.
Make it
Just kinda
Actually, I have
speeds it
Alex,
up a
my
little
buddy
bit.
Alex, let me borrow his collector's edition walkthrough. It's nice.
What a great game. Still holds up real well.
Agreed.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It's a lot better too with the Steam.
Yeah, I've got some mods
online
on there.
stuff. Well, not just that, but the online is a lot better with that.
Well, I'll be damned if
As
I could
opposed
get
to-
somebody to help me fight the bosses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably not as many people playing it.
I waited quite a while and then just went in on my own and did it.
Nice.
Well, to be fair, I used the NPC summons.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a meat shield anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that's it, other than tactics playthrough
Like
with Will.
Okay.
Oh.
Eric, what do you got?
Destiny.
Destiny.
Played a shit ton this week. I've gotten up to light level 285-ish. 290 is the recommended light for the raid. So the new raid, I should say.
Right.
Tito and I were going to try and do the Vault of Glass, which was the first raid. We were going to try to do that this past weekend. Couldn't find enough people. You need 6.
Yeah.
So we couldn't find enough people. I'm actually light 287. I pulled it up on
On the app.
the Destiny app. Yeah, so I'm starting to learn like things like 3 of coin and what they do, like just different shit. There's so many different currencies in the game and different items and shit like that you can find that could overwhelm you and confuse you, but I'm starting to learn what they're for and when to use them and what not to do, and I've just been having an absolute blast with that game, and I love it so much.
Nice.
Taken King was a great addition to it. Really fixed a lot of stuff. So, Crucible was kicking my ass. I'm not very good at the Crucible. I really have an issue with the new subclass for the Titan.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned that. I was going to ask you to elaborate, but
I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it's the one where, as Tito describes it, you're basically like Thor. You just have hammers, golden hammers, and you throw them all
Okay.
over the place. Not only is that a bitch, but they're like tanks. You just can't kill them, and it's so frustrating. Like, it just feels way overpowered to me. So there's this map type in the Crucible called Mayhem. Mayhem Rumble is the one I played because that's where you could get legendary marks, which you need to buy things and they're hard to get. So that's what I was playing. And what Mayhem is it lowers the cooldown timers for like your super attacks and your grenades and all that stuff. So you get them a lot. Problem being, if there's a bunch of Titans in there with the new subclass, it's just people hucking hammers around and you can't kill them.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No, that was super, super frustrating. So I was getting really pissed about that.
Hopefully they'll nerf it. Do you think they'll nerf it? Does it seem like it's like... Is everyone under the impression it's overpowered?
Yeah, I know Tito agrees with me.
Okay.
He's a pretty reasonable guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, god damn it, pissed me off. But other than that, I'm having a blast with that game. And there's so much like weird shit that's going on with the Taken King, like Tito was saying, like secrets and so many like runes you can get that you have to find to put in places, and it will unlock a certain like boss, and then you kill that boss and he gives you a key to another chest and like leads you in all these directions.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm fucking loving it so much.
Good.
But yeah, so that's all I play. I played a little Rocket League here and there.
Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
Will.
I also played Destiny.
Yeah.
I got a little tickle in my heart. I decided to start playing it. So I started over from scratch, so I'm not doing any of like the newer content in the Taken King. So I've been pretty much just replaying the missions, and then I hit level 6 with my Warlock, and they told me to go talk to somebody, so I went over, and I wasn't paying attention because I was on a PSN party with my friend, and I was just like, yeah, clicking yes, and the next thing I know, I'm level 25. So I used my free level 25 upgrade on my Warlock that I didn't want to use it on him. So now I'm level 25, and I was a little upset at that, but it's all my fault because I'm an idiot and didn't take 1 second to read what I was doing.
You know what the best part of that is? When you do certain things that they might think that you hit on accident, it will make it so you have to hold the button longer for it to actually activate, and that was one of them.
Yep.
So yeah.
I just was just like, oh, I thought I was getting like a cool loot item.
No.
Nope. I was leveling up to 25. So I'm pretty much just doing the story stuff, and it's pretty easy right now because they give you all this gear.
You're way overpowered
for it.
I'm like at level 7 story missions. I just got to the moon for the very first time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy. But turns out I really, really liked Destiny before I just stopped playing it for whatever reason. The biggest complaint I have about being 25 now is like every mission, like the DLC is on all the planets and stuff like that, the story DLCs. So I have to figure out where I'm going and like what mission is next chronologically, because everything is just open now. Like the Crota stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like kind of guessing on what stuff is which for me. But I mean, Destiny's pretty awesome, and I want to start doing. I want to do some of the raids, really bad. The strikes. I know I haven't played with Eric yet, but we will.
You gotta get up to my level, bro.
40?
40.
How long does that take?
Getting to 40 is not the issue. It's getting your light level up.
Light level, yeah, because that's gear.
To play the new raid, the recommended light level is 290.
Okay. I watched a little video of the new raid. That's insane.
Tito said it was awesome.
It's just, it looks so epic, the raids, and like, it's just so action. Because you were talking about, I listened to the last week's episode, and you were talking about the final mission with the Taken King.
Yeah.
And it just sounded so epic, and like, some of the raids are epic, some of the strikes are epic. Because I don't know any of the strikes yet. I haven't pid through like any of them besides the first one.
Oh, I did.
So like, I don't know what's going to be happening in any of them.
I did 5 of them yesterday. Wow. The one that I did was, they're called the Bond Brothers. Those are the 2 bosses at the end. It's a pain in the dick. Oh. So frustrating, but fun. When you actually beat them, it's great.
Yeah, it's rewarding.
Yeah. I got, of course, so this thing that I was talking about called the 3 of Coin, basically what it is, you buy it from Xur when he comes on the weekend. And if you're going through a strike or something where you know there's like a major boss at the end, a major or an ultra, you use 3 of Coin, and it increases your chance of getting an exotic drop.
Wow, okay.
Right. So I already had an exotic helmet, so I got an exotic drop, and wouldn't you fucking know it was another helmet. The one piece of equipment I did not need.
Destiny will do that to you.
It does. But luckily, I love playing the game, so I have no problem going back and doing it again.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to what Xur brings to the table this weekend, because I have a lot more strange coins than I ever have in the past.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping he brings me a nice, tasty gun because I don't have an exotic gun, and I really could use one.
Yeah.
Oh, Friday, baby. I've been thinking about it all week.
Nice.
See, just like hearing Destiny being talked about makes me just want to go play it.
Yeah, me too.
God,
I want to go play it again too.
I love it. I love it.
I really wish I had played it and stuck with it when I first got it instead of.
It's so much better now, though. I feel like if this was the game they had released at the launch, it would have been far better received.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, did you see the quest page?
I haven't even looked at that.
Oh, the quest page is nice. Check it out.
I don't even know where to find that.
Just go to your character screen and hit R1. It goes to the quest page.
Okay.
That's where your bounties are kept.
So yeah, like I said, I didn't do a lot of this stuff to begin with, so like I'm learning what bounty. I'm learning basically everything.
There's a lot to learn.
So like I'm kind of not. I don't want to say confused, but I'm like overwhelmed slightly.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm getting these bounties, and I have to.
I
go
don't
to
know
the
what
Crucible?
level the Vault of Glass raid is. You might be high enough for that.
I do want to do the Vault.
What was the
Glass.
original level cap? Do you remember?
26.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just about there.
I know Tito said that was a raid he really liked. The Vault of
Yeah,
Glass.
everybody likes Vault of Glass and the new one. The second one, I guess, isn't the one. Is not that great.
Yeah.
One of the other podcasts that I listened to, they were talking about the new raid. And you know what it was? It was the IGN Fire Team Chat podcast. So it's about Destiny. So what it was is he was talking about how the new raid makes everybody useful. So like, I guess the second one at certain points, like certain members of your fire team would just be like standing there and not really contributing anyway.
Yeah.
But things that the new raid does make it so everybody has a role and everybody has a part to play in it. And I guess it's just fantastic.
Nice.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta play through this game so I can get a beaten game too.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even have to play through Taken King for that.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just vanilla. Play through vanilla missions.
So wait, is the new Ghost, is that voiced by what's his face now?
Nolan North.
So like all of the dialogue
It's the same.
is him now though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They got rid of Dinklage.
Yep.
Dinklage,
No more
Gonzo.
No more Dinklage.
Poor Dinklage bot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving Destiny so far.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just sat down. I was like, I feel like playing Destiny.
It's just fun, and the gunplay is so well done, and the weapons are awesome.
They are pretty awesome.
They're awesome.
I've been screwing around with a bunch of different weapons. I don't really like the pulse rifles.
Oh, see, I do like the pulse rifle.
I can't get used to it.
I just got a nice one,
Did you?
and I got a new shotgun. It does 299 damage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not even exotic either. It's a legendary,
Really? So that's
Yeah.
blue, right?
Purple.
Purple. What's blue? Rare?
rare.
Okay.
Yep. And there's not much better than popping a rare Engram at the Cryptarch and having it turn legendary on you. Oh baby, oh baby, it's like putting a pill of Viagra down the gullet.
The other thing I played was Heroes of the Storm. I got Rexar to level 5. So I've been out of it for, I would say, probably a month and a half, probably.
Did you get throttled?
No, I actually won a lot. I had to. The thing is Rexar is a ranged warrior, but like how he's been taught, like how people play him, isn't like that because he's not a great lead warrior.
Yeah.
He's, I guess,
like Leoric, kinda.
Yeah, Leoric's better though than
Yeah.
that. Rexar, from what I gather, is more of a jungle. He takes camps out probably better than anybody in the game.
Oh wow.
Right up there with Sylvanas. So I wanted to try that out more, but I've been having to be the main tank. And I've had a lot of really good success. I really, really, really like Rexar actually. I know when all the characters were announced that Rexar I wasn't excited about and kind of crapped on. But he's turned out to be one of the characters I really like to play.
Mm-hmm.
The medic just came out, which the medic is a support, which is, the game needs support, I always thought, because it went a long stretch without any new support characters. She's a really, really good healer for solo people, but she doesn't have like an AoE heal. So she's really good at being able to keep one character alive. So if you have like an Illidan who dives in, the medic's great at keeping him alive.
Mm-hmm.
The medic has an ultimate though, that what it is everybody, she can put her ship to go to anywhere on the map, and what happens is when she picks a spot for it, everybody and your team can get into that and it'll fly there and drop you down.
Really?
So basically
It's a drop ship.
It's a drop ship. So basically if like you guys are on one side of the map and they're going for the boss, you can just get into that. Like on Blackheart's Bay, you're in the bottom lane, boss is in the top lane. You can just have the ship go all the way up there and drop in while they're taking it.
That's awesome.
Which I think that's one of the more game-changing things next to Leoric being able to respawn wherever.
Yeah.
That's kind of huge.
Yeah.
And how that changes everything.
Yeah.
It's a very cool ultimate. I'm sure people think it's overpowered. I haven't played against it yet, so. Yeah. And the next character is Artanis. So.
Cool.
That's another one I'm excited for.
Nice.
But other than that, I mean, I've been watching Corey play Final Fantasy. Do I have Final Fantasy on my beaten games list? Do I get a beaten game for being there with Corey?
For watching?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we're going down a rabbit hole here. I'm gonna start watching everybody play games.
Yeah. Can't allow that.
I actually think I might have already have it beaten, but
Tactics this year?
yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it was January when I got off to the 10 games.
I think he did, Dan.
What's that?
I think he does have it.
Let me look.
This year?
Yeah, I have it all logged in.
Oh, now we're arbitrarily adding games to our beaten list.
Oh, it's the first one, actually.
Yeah, I
Final
thought he
Fantasy
played it early.
5.
Huh?
What?
Shut it.
You guys in your Final Fantasy beaten games. Fuck.
It's 30 hours,
Yeah.
most of them. 30-ish hours.
And I grind more than anybody in that game, so.
It amazes me that you guys play those games every year.
When Corey and I are playing, I want Corey to grind more, and he just wants to go through it.
Guns blazing.
I still want to go back and play 10 and 10.2 HD.
Yeah, if and when those come out on Steam, I'm going to buy them.
I saw it was on sale on PS4 today for $30.
I've never played 10.
You want to watch me play it and get a beaten game for it?
Can I? Can I borrow Mario Maker first?
No.
Dan,
Yo.
can I borrow Mario Maker?
Yeah.
There we go. That's all, Dan.
I didn't talk about Mario Maker.
Did you make a new level?
I made a few.
They any good? You proud of them?
There's one I made called Wildflower Preserve. There's no enemies.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
So what's the hook?
It's just a little bit of puzzle solving and a little bit of platforming.
Okay.
And I made it very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
I also made one called My Girlfriend Made This, trying to see if that'll garner some star ratings.
I like it.
Somebody commented, "Your girl is evil." And then I'm working on one right now that's giant, and it's called what did I call it? The Special Safety Platform Olympics. You can't die unless you run out of time, but it's really big, and it's just a lot of like difficult platforming, and if you fall, you just fall to the ground, which is just those treadmills that go really fast, and you have to run all the way back to the start.
I like that.
Do it all over again. Yeah.
I like that idea.
That's a neat concept for a level, Corey.
Yeah.
I
like
did
that.
something not quite to that level, but similar. And one of the two levels that I made, where if you fell down one part, you would have thought you were gonna die, but I put a platform down there, you probably would have landed on.
Yeah. I did that in my. I put up another level in a ghost house. I can't remember what I named it. But yeah, it's one of those ones where you open the door and you're at the top of the screen and there doesn't appear to be anything beneath you, and then you fall all the way to the bottom of the screen and land on a little platform, and then the sound effect, sound effect.
So long as you didn't move one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I did put coins, so you kind of stay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But still, the expectation is, another one of these levels where I went in the wrong door and now I'm dead. But somebody actually commented at that part saying, "I liked this." I was like, "Yeah. All right."
Nice.
Attaboy, Corey.
Yeah, I'm up to 62 stars.
Nice,
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
I have nowhere near that amount, but I think I only have 4 levels. I should get back on making them now that I'm done with Metal Gear. I feel like my world's opened up for video games.
Yeah.
So great weight off my shoulders. I love the game,
Right
but
now I got
it's just
Destiny
hanging over
weighing me down. I understand the struggle.
Yep.
It's real.
I wanted to have it beaten, and there was times where I didn't think I'd beat it, so it's weight off my shoulders.
I almost think I might want you to tell me the ending.
I could do that.
Yeah, I want to hear. I'm not going to play it.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Sounds good. All right. Anything else? Anyone played? Will's asleep over here.
Sorry, Mario Maker.
All right, well, let's get into feedback, shall we?
Yeah.
Got the time, Will?
I do.
QOTW? Do we have a question of the week?
I don't know. It was sent October 2nd, so I don't know if it was supposed to be for last week.
Oh.
You can read it. That question of the week has been up there for a while.
Gotcha.
I was thinking just do question of the month, and you can just answer it as you go.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
What was the question?
What do you not bring up in Mix Company?
Yeah, it's question of the week from like a month ago, but
Gotcha.
it just hasn't been updated.
Yeah, because we're working on the website, right, Corey?
Yes.
Is it finished or close?
No, I mean it's usable, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff I still want to add.
Okay. From Ryan in Iowa, who says, video game wise, I rarely bring up the Assassin's Creed series. Video games may be brought up, but really easy and common ones depending on who we are talking about as mixed company. But among my friends, there is a moratorium for me to rave, praise, and even bring up the Assassin's Creed series after Unity and all its faults. Several of my friends hated it and got very frustrated with it and were very tired of me talking about how I had almost no issues and praised it and the series as a whole. I am debating to get the new one right away, and thus should please my friends at least for a little while. If you are looking for something more general, I turn to cars. Bringing up the purchase of a car, or more specifically a new car, cannot be brought up around extended family members anymore. I discovered a few weeks ago Valerie and I have been considering getting a newer but used car SUV, and then my aunts and grandparents, all of them, talk and rave for about 30 minutes about how that wouldn't be a good and affordable and just a mess if you should lease or buy one outright, and just painful opinions and rants. I will be avoiding that discussion or just general major car purchases for the rest of my life with all those family members. Thanks, fellas. Assassin's Creed, yeah. I could see that being if you love the series. I think people have kind of cooled off on that, you know.
I know Ryan has always been a big fan.
Yes, he has.
Defender of.
Which is good. I mean, if he really likes the games, that's there's nothing wrong with that. But I could see how your friends, especially if they hated Unity and had a lot of problems with Unity, that would be a hot button topic, you know. And then cars, everyone always has opinions on cars, you know, family members specifically. So when we bought our car, we just kind of did it. We didn't ask anyone's opinion.
Yeah.
It's the worst when people give you their opinions when you don't want it.
Yeah.
So almost any time for me.
Yeah. Like
there
sometimes
are people I ask anything.
Yeah, like I value the opinions of certain people that are knowledgeable on things.
Yep.
But when it's just, well, I got blah 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 because blah 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 blah, it's like I don't really care.
Yeah, I hear you. Sounds
I'm
good.
Talking to fish.
What?
Nothing.
I got new tires. Speaking of cars, I put new tires on my car. Jesus, is that expensive?
Yeah.
$600.
Yeah, that's average for the type of car, because we had to put tires on our Rogue this time last year. $600, and that's cheap.
Yeah,
it really is.
I got a deal.
Yeah, that's $150 a tire. That's cheap for the type of car that we have.
You know, the tires were a little over 100, but then it's like
installation,
for installation,
valve
getting
stems,
rid of the old tires, you know,
disposal,
the whole shebang.
Yep, totally.
Ugh. I could have bought, who knows what? I could have bought all my winter games.
That's a lot of dough. $600, and like you just feel like tires should just work. You know, like I shouldn't need to buy new tires.
You want to hear expensive? I had to buy a new bike tire, and it was $13. Right?
Wow.
Man.
Corey, that also would be very expensive for me.
That's 13 gridlocks you could have bought at Aldi.
Not having an income.
It is. When you put it that way, it makes it sound really expensive.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. Email. Tito in LA says, I'll be playing the PC beta for Star Wars Battlefront. Hopefully I find the game fun. It looks decent from the Twitch streams I've watched. I enjoyed the No Man's Sky interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It's strange seeing my video game world being put on mainstream television, but No Man's Sky is a great game to showcase to non-gamers just because the scope and the way the game was made would impress anybody. I'm always in awe once Sean Murray starts zooming out, showing the scale of the universe and all the star systems you can visit. More secrets are being unveiled in Destiny. I started the Sleeper Simulant quest line this morning before work. A day or two before, there was another secret mission inside the first raid, the Vault of Glass. Pretty cool stuff. Much fun to be had. This weekend, I will try to take Eric and others through the Vault of Glass for the first time. See you around.
Tito, as far as that goes, Sunday night evening is my only game time this week. Pretty much from now until then. Mm-hmm. So I may have to play the Star Wars Battlefront beta
instead.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to take to do the raid.
Gotcha.
It really depends.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we can work something out where I can do both because I really, really want to do that.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have an episode on it next week too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Wars Battlefront. Did anyone else watch No Man's Sky interview?
No, I want.
Where? I watched it too.
Was it good?
It was good.
He did pretty well.
He did well, and the game is looking a lot more polished than any other time I've seen. So really hoping we can hear about a release date, just so I can plan things out. I like to, especially now because I don't have money to buy games. Really, I got to really plan everything out. Yeah. So
I hope. I don't know if they did this. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Dan.
No, that's fine.
Finish your thought.
Yeah, go ahead. I have more thought on it, but yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I hope they do. I don't know if they did this just for the Colbert interview, but what's so funny?
Nothing. We're just fucking around.
I don't know if they do this for just for Colbert, but the social media side of it, where it tagged his Twitter for the species he discovered and the planets and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be part of the game. I hope it is. That's cool.
That's awesome. I got to watch that.
I actually, because I couldn't watch it live, I actually checked. I did a search on Twitter for about the Stephen Colbert and No Man's Sky, and there was a lot of people who are non-gamers said, "Yeah, I don't really like video games, but this No Man's Sky really looks amazing." And there was a lot of people tweeting that immediately after the interview took place. So it's that's kind of cool if that's bringing people who aren't necessarily into video games into the video game world. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Ambassador game.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Maybe.
What was it? Colbert's got something going on next week too with video games. I can't remember what it was.
Is he a gamer?
I don't know, but he had PewDiePie on too.
Yeah, the night before, right?
Yeah, it was.
Something I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it's a good audience to play to because the Conan Clueless Gamer stuff does really well too. It's just a good synergy between the two.
Fallon does a lot of gaming stuff too.
The one with Marshawn Lynch and Rob Gronkowski playing Mortal Kombat was great.
Yeah, that was good. It was really. I still watch that occasionally because it's
funny
so funny.
As shit, man. The villain that is Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Kimmel didn't do himself any favors with the gamers.
No, I also think people took it a little too seriously. Though.
What did he say?
Yeah. He was making fun of Let's Plays and watching people play games on YouTube.
Was he?
And people got all in a tizzy. I was like, whatever.
Who cares what he says? Jimmy Kimmel doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Corey and I are spearheading the Final Fantasy Tactics Let's Play. I didn't.
All right, you guys are spearheading it. You're doing a damn fine job.
All right. From Facebook, Mike in Minnesota says, during my trip, I ended up stopping in Binghamton for gas.
Sorry.
Yeah, I found myself in a rather rundown industrial area. No, that's just the downtown.
That's Binghamton.
That's not Binghamton.
Was he talking about the industrial park?
Industrial park, yeah. And the gas station bathrooms were having plumbing issues, which made the place smell lovely. Good times. I played some FIFA the last few days, and it was painful compared to Pro Evo. I always buy both games because they are very different animals, but FIFA 16 is just the same old thing. Teams don't seem unique. Central midfielders are mostly anonymous. Passing isn't crisp. Animations have only slightly improved. Arsenal makes me physically sick. I gave myself quite a scare the other day when I actually had a desire to play some Call of Duty. Surely, it was just because I was tired and not thinking clearly, right?
I got so many comments for this.
I'll let you start.
I really want to buy Pro Evo. I liked last year's a lot, and
Yeah.
I remember saying that one of the things I liked about it was it felt like the midfielders mattered.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand where he's coming from. I will say though, this year's FIFA, to me at least, seems like it's slowed down, even if it's just a hair.
Mm-hmm.
So the passing matters a little more, which automatically means that the midfielders matter more.
Yeah. Doesn't Pro Evo not have as many teams as FIFA too? Isn't there a weird thing?
Licensing.
Yeah. Isn't there a weird thing with that?
I don't know if it's still the case.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But yeah, Pro Evo is supposed to be fantastic this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get it at some point. Maybe like late December, when there's nothing.
Right.
So that's how that goes. Oh, as far as Arsenal making him sick, they made me sick in the Champions League this week too when they lost to Olympiacos at home.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. I have, but I'm not surprised you haven't.
Olympiacos?
That's not a team we should be losing to at home.
Well, where they're not in the
No.
Premier League.
Champions League is the top teams from all the different leagues.
Oh, is that like Greek or something?
I think
team?
so.
Sounds Greek.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they play. Anyway, but then totally redeemed themselves this weekend by beating Manchester United 3-0.
Uh-huh.
Demolished. Alexis Sanchez is just too good. Too good.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. What else did he say? Oh, Binghamton. Oh, Call of Duty. No, not crazy. I loved the COD Blops 3 beta. I thought it was great. I don't think you're crazy at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a little of that mindless fun.
You liked last year's too, right?
No.
I thought you kind of liked it.
Did I?
Modern Warfare 3? 4?
Fuck was it?
I don't. What Call of Duty came out last year? I thought
Advanced
you kind of
Warfare.
Advanced Warfare. I thought you kind of liked Advanced Warfare.
Did I?
That
was the one with Kevin Spacey.
I don't think you loved
You
it, but I
didn't
think you.
dislike
I
it.
think
It
you
was
liked.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
You said it. I think you said something like it was better than you thought it was going to be. So
Yeah, I probably did say that. But
if I remember correctly,
I thought that the beta for the new one looked great. And you know what? Like I said, sometimes you could just use a little of that run and gun, mindless shooter, you know?
Totally.
The last one he played was Blops 2, he says in the chat.
Okay.
So that was a while.
I gotcha. Okay.
I don't think I liked Blops 2.
No, I didn't either.
Oh, that was the one with the shitty zombies.
And Mendoza.
Mendoza. Yeah. Yeah, sure, Mike. Pick it up. Pick up the new one.
Lots of people are going to be playing it, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's still a million seller.
Is that it?
That's everything.
Feedback-wise?
Yeah. Next week's episode, Star Wars Battlefront Beta. We'll be talking in depth about our experiences with it. I hope to play quite a bit over the weekend. Like I said, I cleared my schedule when I beat Metal Gear.
Will you stream it at all?
Maybe. The problem is the noise in my house. Like even at night when I'm playing games, like the wife will have the TV on and stuff, so that makes it difficult. But I'll try and figure something out and see if I can stream a little bit.
Okay.
And then like if one of the kids wakes up like screaming in the middle of the night, like
forget it.
well, I have to get up and deal with it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have to do that. Well, I'll see what I can do. So, any other thoughts?
Rangers won.
Oh, was this 3-2?
Yeah, nail biter at the end.
I don't like those types of games.
Hawks
I'm
had a
looking
goal called
forward
off.
to the roster update in NHL.
Yeah.
Oh, I played NHL.
That'll probably
I
be
did
next
too.
week.
I played with the Predators this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a little Predators this morning.
Nice.
I've been doing my Be a Pro.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
How is that?
It's awesome because I chose to come up through the ranks. So I'm in the juniors. I got drafted to play for the Seattle Thunderbirds for a season.
Is that a real team?
Yes,
Yep.
they're in the WHL. So that's where I'm at right now. Top line.
Nice.
Are you forward?
Yep, center.
Oh,
Oh,
played
center.
defenseman's much
I
better.
always go offensive defenseman.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like if I were to play hockey, I mean in floor hockey, I was a center, so I would translate exactly to the on ice performance.
I hear you. I always play.
So I would play goalie.
Offensive.
Yep.
Offensive
Go,
defenseman
Bird.
was always the most fun to play in that.
I'm really bad on defense.
I'll say I've
with-
always prided myself.
Yeah.
As one player specifically, like I start chasing the puck and I'm like, oh, I gotta cover this guy, and then I end up giving a goal.
Yeah, you
and I'm
can't
a
chase the
minus,
puck when
so
on defense.
so I try to play as little. I don't like to be a defenseman because of that.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
playing the D.
Me too.
Love it.
I'm a talented offensive man.
Somebody's got to be.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Corey and I made a good team online because he's the offensive presence.
Juggernaut.
Yeah. He's good on breakaways. I rarely get a shot off on a breakaway.
I had a penalty shot.
Too many moves.
Yeah, I tried to deke. No, it's going to be one or two dekes, and I don't know if the angle that I'm hitting the stick isn't right or what, but
I have better luck just taking a slap shot on those.
Oh yeah. I'd rather rip it from the point.
Yep, pretty much.
You skate right into the slot and try to rip it over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't know this happened because I've hated NHL and I haven't really played it. But the whistle blew on my Beer Pro, and I took a slap shot.
Oh yeah.
I got jumped and I had to fight.
Yeah.
You haven't played since then?
I mean, I knew they pushed you around, but I didn't know that they you dropped the gloves immediately.
Well, yeah. After you,
I didn't know that.
After play stops, I think that's kind of a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
After play stops, if you shoot the puck, they hate it and they'll come after you.
I just thought they shoved you a little bit. I didn't think the guy cross-checked me and made me fight him.
Yeah, I think
lost.
someone on Destructoid wrote about that exact scenario
Oh, really?
happening to him because I think they were doing their NHL 16 review.
I think he was probably frustrated.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah,
It's
maybe.
decent, though.
I like it.
I thought it was okay. I played it when Eric came over to do our FIFA video.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Which, next Wednesday?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Content.
Yeah, definitely. I have to cut up the first video too, and I'll put it into our second one
All right.
at the beginning. All right, that's everything, right?
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it for episode 220 of the Thumbstick Athletes podcast. I'm your host, Dan.
I'm Eric.
Will.
Corey.
Thanks for listening, and get out of my basement.